What did you think of Black Panther?
I have to say, I went to this.
Don't ruin it for the listeners who haven't seen it.
Because I'm sure everybody will still go see it though, regardless. Because I'm definitely going again. I definitely want to take my daughter to see it with her. But
so it is age appropriate.
Yeah, I believe it is. I mean, no more so than watching Bugs Bunny, shoot Elmer McFudd, any of those other cartoons that they put on there, what I mean? Yeah. So,
what did you take from that movie? What was it, the message that you got from that movie?
I'm gonna have to give a quick little shout out. I went to me and my partner Ron.
Hey Ron.
Yeah, we went to the pre-screening with Black Brand organization I'm part of for Black Commerce. And,
nice.
Right.
Okay.
And I just really want because they provided the opportunity for us to go on Thursday night.
Now, for our listeners who are listening is there somewhere to go to look up? Did you say Black Brand?
Oh yeah, Black Brand. Yep. You can go right to blackbrand.com and get plenty of information and what's going on, even on Facebook. They're so active in the community. Just met with the Lieutenant Governor on a caravan to the D.C. So that they do a lot in the community, and they were on the news as well. Just recently for the Black Brand, for the Black Panther pre-screening and what they did with the proceeds to that. So definitely please go look it up. But yeah, you have to, what you talk about, you have to stand behind. And when we talk about supporting each other and doing these things, you have to stand behind these communities and these organizations that are actively doing these things, because that makes sense to do that. Especially, we're talking about circulating dollars and getting behind each other. Let's line it up and let's walk the same, same fight. There's nothing wrong with that.
So you're saying listeners should definitely look up Black Brand and see what they're all about.
Right.
Which is another.
And it's a support, yes, and like I said, I think that we all, no matter where you're at, there's an organization doing something. And I'm very quickly, I'll just put it in terms where I usually, I don't want to say, I think Malcolm X used it as well, but if you say that you have 5 different organizations of businesses and everybody wants to do something, particular to their strengths, right? But if we was to come together and be able to support one branch, or have them all support, because churches do the same thing, where churches are separate, and if they was to come together, sometimes you have 5 churches on one block, but if you're able to come together and do something for that community that you're directly involved in, then that's one big fight for the whole. Everybody wins. Instead of doing it, individually as each, and not associating yourself. So organizations are the same way, where if you have a nonprofit here, and sometimes I might can't. Nonprofit here, right? You know what I mean? Like, who I'm gonna support, or who I'm gonna go support. Where if I can support one, and then all of them kind of get benefited of it, and you single it out. You know what I mean? And it's still getting more growth that way. But I don't know if that kind of made sense.
It does. No, it definitely.
You make more of an impact by bringing them together and hitting a wall than separately.
Right.
Doing so.
Yeah, I think that makes total sense. Yeah, I think that's we need to do more of that. Right. We need to come together as a community, and I like that analogy that you use. With the churches, and I think it makes sense, and I'm sure it makes sense to our listeners as far as the point that you're making, and which is so important that we come together, which is why I wanted to do something like this, is that I want to be a part of that.
Right. You're doing a great job at it.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
Your voice, your media is very important.
Yeah,
Very
and well,
important.
I'm just starting out, but this is definitely something that I, chose to do, and definitely promote businesses, black businesses, local, in our local Hampton Roads area. I've just brought up a few, like Reach Up, Not Down, with Dr.
I heard that one.
Craig Coleman.
Yes.
And his product,
right.
and what he's doing, and that's wonderful product, the Sun Visor document.
I gotta get me one because I gotta make sure I got my stuff in order.
I have mine, Chris. You definitely make sure you order one and go to his website. And in case you guys didn't get that last episode, it's www.reachupnotdown.com.
That's
so
right.
You guys make sure you support that and go and get this Sun Visor document holder. It is a very great, I think that is a very great product to have.
Definitely keep all your information right in one area. I like it.
And then you're not, you understand that concept, that, the cops are behind you and you're not reaching down into your middle console. You're not reaching into the glove compartment.
There's nothing for me to reach down for.
Right, you're just kind of grabbing.
I love the concept
behind
it.
Yeah, the concept is just wonderful, I think. It's crazy that nobody else patented that. What's funny? I'm gonna tell you. I have to jump. They had the one thing I seen that they sell on TV. It's the little console in between your seat, and it's like a little sliver that goes in here and catch all your change. And I was like, man, that's the simplest thing. Because we lose so many coins and French fries and all that stuff in that little area, and it's just like somebody came up and said, let's slip this right here, and and you're like, why didn't I think of that?
Oh my gosh, this is the simplest thing.
Something as simple as that, and something
but that's outside of your box.
You just don't, and that's funny. And I asked Dr. Coleman, I was like, did you patent that? Of course, yes.
Great idea.
Yes, because that was great idea. So and because we're talking about that, patenting, and because that's important,
right?
Because sometimes people try to start businesses and you create things, and if you don't have that patent on it, somebody else can come, and steal that idea and make that their own. It happens. It does happen a lot more than.
And some of these things are reasons why we pay so much high prices on the value of it, because things were created that came before us, and there was issues where now you have to pay so many fees on things, and all that has to be incorporated into one bottle. So sometimes we don't understand the economics behind what we're actually purchasing and how much is actually invested in that one single bottle. How many people have to eat off of that? And that's before you even start your job, and that's before you pay anybody else. You have to pay the taxes on it and so forth, and find how that works out, and the labeling, and you want to do different bottles and all that. So it's a process with a lot of us don't understand.
Speaking of that, so people can order. Speaking of the labeling, I just thought of that. So people can order.
Right.
When they order, they can order by the case.
Right. You can order by the case. Also at a Black brand events, and there's a group I'm partnered with, JMC Merchants. They're a healthy snack vending machine company, so you can direct.
I order by the case.
Right, you can, and,
I order a lot.
Right, and because me and you be there, and I'm like, okay, I got you covered.
Yeah.
But
and now
for
I can't even drink any other water. Is now I just drink Family Springs. I'm like, oh, I'm getting low. I need to order some more.
Yep.
So you guys, please order. Go to Facebook. He has his Facebook again. Can you tell us again what the Facebook?
It's Family Springs, Family Springs LLC, and please like us and follow us for tips. Ask questions. I will have a list of my distributors coming out very soon. It'll be on the website. Website is bricksinc.biz. Bricksinc.biz. And you can actually read. It's the merging of businesses, which is my major brand which Family Springs is partnered up with as well. So I do a lot of partnerships because that's how we have to help each other, save money. Honestly, you know what I mean? We have to, everybody else merges.
Well, I think it's a good investment. Yeah. I mean, even if it's, in comparison to buying, you buy a case of water, the spring water, I think, this is alkaline water, which is going to cost more. It's more beneficial because it has, I see that it has, the iron and potassium, magnesium. It has so much good benefits to this water. Yeah. And it's such a great investment. And, and then you talk about making your money bounce in our community. I feel like I'm contributing to that by purchasing my water.
And I would really love to talk to you about that aspect of that you brought up of bouncing your money, because the concept of bouncing your money with Family Springs is contact the distributors. So when I put out the distributors list in areas like JMC Merchants, they're going to be one of the main distributors here that I'm partnered with. And when you give the money and you buy your case from them, I don't just touch your money. They are able to touch a piece of it, and then I still get a piece. And that's just the concept. Now the money, the same amount that you spent getting it from me, you just bounced it to 2 other people.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying? And then same thing. That's how you start
cycling. So when
they come here and you buy your case from them.
Who is this?
JMC Merchants.
JMC
Merchants. Yes, and they're healthy snacks.
It's Merchants?
Yes.
With an S.
Yeah.
And they will be here when? Do you have a date?
No, they're local.
We would buy, I would buy cases from them.
Right. So, I'm gonna be putting their information up on the webpage, so you have their referral links and you can go to them. Because,
so that
like
would
I said,
be on Bricks Inc. or would that be on Family Springs LLC?
It'll be on Bricks Inc.
Oh, okay.
It'll be on Bricks Inc. And you can contact the same number that
directed
we have.
Date as of yet.
No, yeah, well, no real set date, but it'll be probably by the 1st of next month. Somewhere early, really early, maybe even earlier than that, because we need to really get it going, and we're all willing participants in this. So, but yeah, and even now, you can contact me through phone number. It'll be 1-888-927-4257, and we'll be setting up lines.
And whose number is this, Chris?
And that's Bricks Inc., but that also works with Family Springs.
Yeah, that our listeners can they can call and they can order through them.
Right, they can order through them.
And that is 1-888-927-4257.
Right.
And again, that is Bricks Inc.
And you'll be able to contact JMC Merchants with them too, which, like I said, healthy snacks and vending, and get your water from them. And that's how you bounce your money. You bounce your money. And, like, it's cool when it comes to me, but it's better when it goes to somebody else and still has to come to me as well. And that's just the concept of bouncing your money, So I'll promote my distributors in their areas. And that's why I said all that, basically, when you said that, because when it's my distributors, I want to pump them up. And I also have some, and
is pumping you up.
Right. So it like we still all win. Let's be realistic about the thing.
It's all kind of under one umbrella.
Right. So let's not be greedy, and there's no need for me to compete. But if I want them to win, then that's basically the concept of leaving friends.
To win, you're essentially winning as well.
There you go. Bounce your dollars, and then you continue the circle. Right?
Yes.
And then you employ everybody. That's good. Right.
Well, Chris, I really thank you so much. Is there any last remarks that you want to tell our listeners who are listening and have learned so much about your Family Springs? And I just I just want to make sure that I haven't left anything out as far as talking about the benefits of drinking this water and the benefits of ordering this water and why it's so important to support, businesses like this. And